Hey folks, this is Nate coming at you on Valentine's Day on Friday, February 14th. Hope everybody had a good Valentine's Day. So this video is sort of a review video. It's a long time coming. I meant to do this one a couple of weeks ago. But some of you may have known from earlier video on my channel, probably about 2 months ago. I went on Facebook in my saber groups and did an ISO to purchase I was looking for a couple of empty Mitsurugis hilts from Vader's vault. This is a hilt I've always wanted, but as you all know, I'm really into Proffie, so I never got these direct from Vader's vault because I didn't want CFX builds on these. I wanted my own Proffie builds. So I would put out sort of ISO requests for these maybe about every 6 to 8 months for the last couple of years, seeing if anybody had an empty one lying around. Well, so late last year, I managed to pick up not one but two, actually. So I ended up scoring 2 of these hilts, both for a really nice price, actually. I managed to get a couple of these empty for right around $200, $220 a piece. So I was really stoked about that. And then I asked James Hillsman over at Mountain Sabers to do a couple of installs for me on these. And so I'm just demoing the one tonight for this review video, but I sent 2 down to him and he installed both of them, both with identical chassis. So this one is more of a standard build. On the Furies and the Maelstrom he did for me, because he did more sort of a crystal chamber at the top, he did a smaller battery size. This chassis though is a little bit more standard. It is sort of fun faux crystal down here,
like your father,
next to the kill switch. So this is running a Proffie 3.9 board, and again, because of these Vader's vault, they use these really slim, slender dimensions on their hilts for their combat class sabers. So he's got a 22mm Veco speaker that he installed in here, which actually sounds pretty good on this hilt. It's a good speaker quality for this hilt. And of course, Vader's vault, their pommels always get really good sound resonance. And so for both of these Mitsurugis on the config, because of the sort of the style and the sort of the Japanese theme on the saber itself, I decided on a permanent config on both of them for my Visions. So the Visions config that I demoed, probably it's been at least a year and a half now since that came out. That config is on both of these Mitsurugis. But the very top preset is my Dark Jedi that I wanted to do mainly for this review. So you can hear just how good the saber sounds. So this aux button placement here is directly below the power, which is a nice orientation. I like this type style of orientation, especially on more of the combat class style of sabers. And he's just got a standard LED wire on the power switch. And surprisingly, for when I originally started playing around with these sabers, I was testing these out with my V4 quantum blades, but they were sort of a little bit too heavy for these because the size of this saber is it's actually less than 11 inches. It's about 10.5 inches, I think, and it's actually a very light saber. So I was looking for a lighter blade for better balance, and so I sort of decided to use, this is my 35-inch KR blade. It's a pixel show blade. So this one isn't quite as bright as the Quantum, but it's sort of like second tier from the Quantum. So it's still pretty darn bright, but because of the weight difference on this one from the 36-inch heavy grade for Quantums, this one's a much better blade for this particular saber, just for the balance of it. And then, of course, I love the...
Unfortunately, I am not a Jedi.
Love the Visions config. So the Mitsurugis translated literally means honorable blade. That's what it means in Japanese. So those are my Mitsurugis, back from Mountain Sabers. So thank you again, James, for some great work. So these pair of Mitsurugis are now the 4th and 5th install project he's done for me, and all of them up to this point have been awesome. So if any of you are out there looking for somebody, especially if you're looking for somebody in the California area, that does good installs on sabers, I urge you to check out James over at Mountain Sabers. He does great work. He's a really friendly guy to work with. Super cool. So yeah, so thank you. Thank you guys for watching, and I have a special mail call review video coming up sometime, hopefully this weekend. So stay tuned. All right, take care, everyone.